In the last class, we have started what are control structures, and we have totally three different groups: conditional statements and match case. This is works from 3.10 version only. Next one, loop or iterative statements. We have this while and for loop, and we also have while with else, for with else. Next one, jump statement. From that, we will learn break, continue, and pass. And from this, in the last class, we completed simple if and if else. So just I will write the syntax of this one. Next, we will go for nested if, else if ladder. So we have written simple if. How did we write? We have written if followed by I have written one condition, and we will write the Boolean condition. If this Boolean condition gives true, then the block of code is executed. If it is false, then this block is skipped. That's it. Next one, we learn if else also. So if followed by I have written one condition. So if the condition is true, what are the statements we will write inside if can be executed? If this condition evaluates to false, then what are the statements we will write under the else block? This block will be skipped. And while writing this if block, you have to give some space prefix of this one, and follow to this else also you have given from free space. The space which you allocated, this one we are calling it as a indentation. Okay. If you fail to give this indentation, your program will give you indentation error. So these things we completed in the last class. This class we will go for nested if. And we will see how to write nested if, and we will go for one simple example. I'm going to start new concept, that is nested if. So here we are going to listen this nested word multiple times. Okay, the simple definition of nested if is nothing but if we write the if condition, okay, inside another if, okay, this is called nested if. So we are writing one condition, either it may be simple if or it may be if else. Okay, so our objective is to write one if condition. So how do we write if condition? So if followed by condition, and I will write some set of statement. This is if. Where I will write this if? Inside another if. So above of this one, I am going to write if followed by another condition. Okay, so this is one, the condition one, and this one is condition two. So if you write like this, not only two, if you want to, if you have another condition, you can include another one also. So if you have this kind of arrangement, we are calling this one as a nested if. Okay, so depending on your requirement, if you want to execute any block when this condition evaluates to false, then you can write that respect to else also. Next, if this condition evaluates to false, then another else block is executed. So you have to write like this. But our main thing we need to observe here is we have written one if condition inside another if condition. So the way implementation should follow the indentation properly. Okay, so I will write this one in the diagrammatic representation, and let us check how it is executing. So what I do, just I am going to write some statements. So I am going to write this one as a S1 group, this one as S2 group, and this one as S3 group. So here by seeing this one, we will draw a diagrammatic representation. So here I am coming from one flow. Next, immediately I will encounter one condition. So before that, I have some set of statements. So that set of statements is this flow, and immediately I encounter this condition. So condition is going to be defined at this place. So in the last class, I said conditions are going to be represented using the rhombus notation, and this is the first condition I am writing. So when I write this condition, so what condition we will write? Boolean condition we will write. Means definitely it will return either true or false. So if in case this condition evaluates to true, then this block will be executed. So I am going to draw a path. That path is for returning true. So when it return true, what happens? Again, immediately which enter into the another condition. So what can I do? Here I am going to put another condition. So this one is the condition 2. So again, this one is also Boolean expression, which means it will return either true or it will return false. So here, one thing, again, which gives me two paths. One is true path. So when it is true path, one block of code will be executed. So this block will be executed. When condition evaluates to false, this block is executed. This block is executed. So here I have written. So when this condition 2 is true, S1 is executed. So I am going to write S1 block at this place. If condition evaluates to false, S2 block is executed. And if unfortunately the condition 1 evaluates to false, then immediately it goes to this else block, and this else block is going to be executed. Okay, so this is evaluated when it is giving false value. Here I am going to write S3 block, but coming to here, this all will be connecting at the same level. Okay, and the remaining part will be the same level. Okay, so here I have written one if condition. This if is going to be evaluated inside this if. So if this arrangement is available, we call this one as a nested if. So I will tell you already while learning nested, what is that? Nested ternary operator. I said one example, the same example I am going to implement by using nested if. That is finding the biggest of three numbers. So here let us see. I hope you remember that one. Again, I am repeating that same thing. We are going to solve that one using the nested if order. So I have three values x, y, z, and from this I need to find which one is the biggest number or smallest number. Then what can I do? I am going to test these two conditions. So if this condition big is nothing but I am going to evaluate this one using the greater than notation. When it is true, I am going to write this side, and when it is false, I am going downside. Okay, so here when I consider this evaluation is going to return true, then which one we will consider it as a biggest number? X. But can we directly convey x is a big number? No, because we have another variable which is z. I did not compare this one, so that I am going to evaluate at this position that whether this x is greater than 2z or not. If it is true, then I can say that x is big. X is big. But it never always return true. It never always return true. When it is false, then I can say that Z is big. Z is nothing but any variable value which is available inside this one. Next one. So here, if this condition also never return true always, so what can I do? I am going to test the, I am going to consider that if it is evaluated to false. When it evaluates to false, which one will be the biggest? Y will be the biggest number. So Y I am going to take from these two values. Next, can we say Y is big directly? No, because I have another variable Z I need to be compared. Okay, so evaluation will be done at this place. Based on that, we will decide whether Y is the big or Z is the big. So let us consider if it is true, Y is big. If it is false, Z is big. Okay, now I am going to write the program for this one. So to evaluate this one, here I am writing program directly. So first one, I need to evaluate this one. I definitely need three values. So I am going to take X value, I am going to take Y value, and I am going to take Z value. Now I want to write the conditions to pull which one is the biggest from these three numbers. So what is the first evaluation I have done? First, I am going to check X is greater than to Y or not. So how can I write? If followed by, I am going to write one condition. Next, I will put colon where I am going to text whether X is greater than to Y or not. If it is greater than to Y, I am going to compare X and Z. If it is evaluates to false, I am going to evaluate Y and Z. So if condition evaluates to false, then I am going to jump to the else block. Where here, within this area, I am going to text X, Y, X, comma, Z. Within this area, I am going to test Y, comma, Z. So here, I am writing another expression. If followed by, again, I will write one condition. What I need to be evaluated here? X, comma, Z. So if it is X greater than Z, I am going to convey that print X, comma, is big. Which is nothing but X, comma is nothing but if it contain 10, 10 will be printed. If it contain 20, 20 will be printed. But when it is evaluates to false, then I will go for else block. And I am going to convey that Z is big. Similarly, when this condition evaluates to false, immediately it will jump to the else where I am going to evaluate Y, comma, Z. So here, if I will write one condition, we don't put underline, but for understanding purpose, I am writing this one. Here, I am going to test Y, comma, Z. Y greater than Z. So what can I say? If it is true, print Y is big. Otherwise, else I will print Z is big. So this is the way I am going to test. Now I can take this data dynamically or I can take this data statically also. So as a good programmer, we have to write this one dynamically. So I will go for Tony platform and I am going to run this program. So see here. So X value I will take, Y value I will take, Z value I will take. Next here, for X greater than Y. See this indentation you observe here. I am going to test what happens if you do not follow. just directly I am printing X. If it is false, print Z is big. Here also I am writing comma, Z is big. So else, here I am testing Y greater than Z. Print, I will say that Y is big. Otherwise, I am going to print Z is big. So this is the way I have written. Now here you have to convey what I need to write here. Mm, 1 minute, yes. Right. Tell me, how can I take the data dynamically from end user and I want to take only integer type of element? How can I write it here? Please tell me, how can I write, how can I accept the data from end user? Okay. So input is a function, very good 5BC. Input is a function which is for accepting the data from end user. And I want to ask what I am expecting. Enter first integer I am asking. So here this value definitely it accepts like a string type. So I am going to convert this one to the integer type. Very good. 5HR. So again, I want to take input, enter for second integer. Next, similarly, input, enter into input, enter third integer. Okay, now I am going to run this one. So after completion of that, I need to convey to end user that task has completed. This is general thing I am writing. It is not mandatory to write, but as a good programmer, you need to convey to end user that program evaluation has completed. How the user decide? Seeing such kind of example message. So when I run this one, it is asking me to give one integer value and 20, 30 I have given. It has reported me that Z 30 is bigger. So here, if you observe this one, this 30 is the biggest number. So 30 is nothing but we have assigned Z. So here I have written 2 times Z is big. Tell me, first big has printed or second big has printed? First Z printed, second Z printed. May I know what is the Z value it has printed? First Z or second Z? See, observe here. 10, 20 I have given. X value 20, 10, Y value 20. Very good. 12H3. So 10 greater than 20 I have given. It evaluates to false. So that this is Z has printed. Give me the according to the condition it prints 5B6. That condition I am asking. So you know the values already. Right? Tell me how in which order I need to give into this Z. Definitely Z must be the biggest number. But in which order I should give the X comma Y comma Z value? So this condition must be evaluated to true so that X value X is greater than Y. Very good. If I give order 20, 10, 30, so 20, 10, 30 I am giving. In this case, 30 is big is printing, but this 30 is this one. I hope it is clear to you. So if you observe this one, here I have written one if condition. This if condition I have written inside another if. So this kind of arrangement is called as nested if. So here you have to raise question. Please show me what happens when I do not give this space properly. Okay, so I did not give proper indentation at this place. Let us check what happens when I fail to write this one. So I have given this one and I am going to run this one. Observe the message properly. So here indentation error. Expected an indented block if statement on line 5. So for fifth line, I am not giving proper indentation. So is this Python giving proper message to you or not when you fail? So this will definitely give you proper error message to you. So by reading that message, you can understand what is the mistake you did while implementing this code. So here I have given space. Now when I run this one, it has executed perfectly. 10, 20, 30 I have given, it has executed. That's it. Next one. So this is one simple example how it is printing. Next one, we will go for another conditional statements. So here we will get more examples. First one, else if ladder. So else if is going to be represented by elif. So elif can be right only when you have if. Elif next followed by elif, you write like that until you will write, you will get the else. So this I am going to write a ladder style. Ladder. Okay, let us check whether I am writing this one as a ladder style or not. So here I am going to write the syntax. So first I will write if condition. This line indicates corner. By seeing that corner, we can decide how much space we need to be give while writing the condition. If condition I have written. So while I am writing condition, you decide that this will be the Boolean condition. So if this condition is true, then this block is executed. But when this condition falls, it will go to else. Generally, we know this one is the else. But while you are evaluating this else, you are testing the another if. Else if you need to write. But in Python program, these both can be combined and it has given one shortcut key, that is elif. So in place of else and if, I am writing only one thing, that is elif. Elif followed by I will write another condition. This is condition 2. Next, this block is executed. Next, I will go for elif. Next, I will write condition 3. Next condition. Next, elif. Condition 4. Like this, you can write any number of elif. Next, you have to close the block and this is the syntax you need to write. But if you observe this one carefully. So here, this corner and I am drawing this one. And if you observe this one, so this one look like a ladder. This one looks like a ladder, 3 steps ladder it has. That is the reason why we are calling this one as a if, elif, else ladder. So how many I can write? Depending on your requirement, you can write that many number of conditions. Okay. So let us go for one simple example, which is going to be evaluated here. And based on that requirement, we will implement that one. So first I will tell you the scenario. So here, if you call to customer care, then the customer care will interact you with the first thing, that is language selection. So when you are selecting a language, initially it will give you some list of options. One for Telugu, okay, two for Hindi, and three for English. And like that, it will give you some options. Among that, how many options you can select? Only one option you can select. Only one option you can select. When you select any option, that respective service will be provided to you. If in case the option which you have not selected properly from the given range, then it is going to convey that what is the option you have selected, it is the invalid. So this kind of service you can expect from the customer care. So to build such kind of options, then we have to go for back of that one, this if elif else option is working. Let us understand how this is going to be evaluated. So first one, I am going to test this condition 1. I am going to test this condition 1. If this condition is true, then this will be evaluated directly. It will come out from this program. But always the condition what you have written it here, this never always false. When it is false, immediately it will goes to elif, and here it is going to test condition 2. If this condition true is true, then this block is executed. Immediately your control will come out from this place. Again, if it is false, then this is going to be another elif. This is going to test. If it is true, this block is executed and will come out. Again, if it is false, it will go to elif. This is the way it is evaluating. Okay. So this evaluation, and we will apply to this problem and will decide how this program is executing. So here, what can I do? I will go for logic. So here, initially, your customer care service will provide you these options. If you know these options, you will go for the choice from these 3. So what can I do? In my program, initially, I am showing the services. What are the services this customer care provide? So select, otherwise, select your choice. Select your choice. It is printing. Next, I am writing print 1 for Telugu and 2 for Hindi, 3 for English, like that I am asking. I am providing. Okay. Then when end user see this service, immediately user ready to give his own choice. So what type of choice he is giving? I am asking to enter 1, 2, 3. So definitely I need to take one value. So to take one value, I need one input function. Okay, but which type of value I am expecting? Integer type of value I am expecting. So that definitely I need to convert this one to the integer type. So I need one variable to hold what is the input end user has given. I am going to take this one as a choice variable. This one as a choice variable where user has given, that is going to be test. Now I will start off evaluating from this place. So if in case the user's choice, okay, user give these 3 choices, no, among these 3, only one he will give. I am going to test that one. If in case the choice value, if the choice value is equals to 1, then which service user has taken? Telugu language he has taken. So simply I am going to convey that print you have taken Telugu language. You can write any message. It doesn't matter. Next one, user will always give one, no. When when evaluating this one, while evaluating this one, if it is false, then I will go for another service need to be checked. So that is going to be tested by using else if. So what I am going to test whether this choice is matching at least with the 2 or not. Is this match? Definitely no. If it is match, then what can I say? Print, you have selected Hindi. Like that I will write. But is it always true? No. If it is false, what can I do? Another condition need to be evaluated, elif. And I am going to test the condition which is equals to 3. If it is true, then I am going to print you have selected English. This will be printed. Next, if it is false, there is no another option to be evaluated here. So last thing I am saying that print, what should I say? Invalid choice I am going to convey to the end user. So let us observe if elif like that, depending on your option, that many elifs will be evaluated. So this everything will be look like a ladder. So that is the reason why we are calling it as a elif ladder. So now I am going to rewrite this one. So how many values we are expecting from end user? How many values we are expecting from end user? Can anyone respond? How many values we are expecting from end user for this example? 3. No, 4, 3, 4. We are expecting only one value. Are you give 3 values while selecting the language? No. We'll give only one input, but you have 3 choices. Okay, we never give 3 choices at a time. Among these 3, we will give only one. So first I am going to print 1 for Telugu, 2 for Hindi, 3 for English. Is this clear? 4, 3, 4. Next, I am going to take choice. This is the only one value I am taking. Okay, this choice is belonging to integer type. So int of input I am taking. So where I am asking user to give his choice. Select your choice I am asking. Next, like this, this program will collect the data. Once this data has taken, I am going to evaluate this one using the elif ladder. So if in case the choice end user has given, if it is equals to 1, okay, I am writing double equal to operator. I am going to test, is this choice value equal to 1 or not? If it is 1, I am going to convey that you have selected Telugu language. Next one. Is this always true? No. Else, if choice double equals to 2, you have selected Hindi. Next, if it is false, I am going to test this one with the 3. Print, you have selected English. If these 3 choices are failed, there is no option to be tested again. So at last, I am conveying that using the else, you have given invalid choice. Right. Now I am going to test. If it is everything completed, while closing the service, customer care conveys to the customer that thank you for contacting customer care service. I am running this program. So it has printed, are you expecting for Telugu, Hindi, English? So I have given 3. So did I get, you have selected English followed by thank you for contacting customer care or not? Actually, there is a communication happen between these case, but as a general basic learner, we don't know how to write that logic. So that simple message I have given. So now you need to respond what happens when I give 10 as a my choice. Is this choice present at here? No. So what I get? What I get? Invalid choice. Very good. So I will get invalid choice. Very good. SS. I don't know what is SS. Okay. You have given invalid choice. Thank you for contacting customer care. So these lines are the conditional lines. These conditional lines will be executed. Only one will be executed among these all options. So by seeing this one, can you tell where do you see this kind of service? Where you have multiples options are there. Among that, if you want to select only one option, then you have to go for these kind of choices. Okay, these kind of application. So this in-app application, very good. Many applications are there. Next, I am going to convey what are they. So if you visit ATM machine, so ATM machine has withdraw option, okay, deposit option, if it is deposit machine, account transfer, and mini statement. So these all are there. Will you select all options at a time? No. Among this, any one you will select. Which kind of application evaluating? This kind of application evaluating. You will go to hotel, or you want to book any food item from Zomato or some other places. So initially it will ask you options. Are you vegetarian, or you non-veg you are expecting, or you are expecting ice creams, like that. It will give you some options. Among that, we will go for only one thing. Under that, again, sub options were available. Next, third one. If you go for Amazon store such types, so it will give you some list of options. Are you expecting the mobiles values, mobile ranges between back booking ticket, very good, 5BC booking ticket and canceling ticket, or for example, train ticket, you are testing where your train is present, how many seats are available, like that. Based on the optionality, you will select only one thing that only evaluated while executing the program. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Now we will go for another one. So that is the match case. So here I have given these things. Among this one, I will tell you using the another example. So here, when you go for this, which contains some problem. So I will tell you that problem after conveying the next concept. So here, what is that problem? I will tell you later. So to understand that problem, we have to know another thing. So we are going for the next thing, that is match case. So those who know C programming, that C program, C++, Java guys will say this one as a switch case. But coming to the Python program, that switch case is replaced with match case. Same applications you can build, but syntax and representation has changed at this place. So here I will tell you how this is executing, and I will tell you the problem with one also. So here, if you go for match case, the syntax of this match case is like this. First, you will write the match, followed by you will write the value you will write. So based on this value, something is going to be evaluated at here. So you can write value, or you can write any expression, or you can give anything at here. So based on that, that respective cases will be executed. So here case, we have label 1. Next, followed by we have some set of statement. While writing this one, you should not forget to write this colon. When you see this colon, immediately you should expect the indentation space at this position. Okay. Next, again, I put colon so that I need indentation space at this place. Next, once this condition is completed, next you can go for another case, label 2. Next, like this you have. Next, case 3, label 3. Like that you can write. Like that you can write multiple labels. So case, label n. So you can write any number of labels at here. Next, directly, if the choice what you have given at here, that value, if it is mismatched with these all, at last it is going to be executed. That is case, we will write underscore at this place. Okay. So this one is underscore. Okay. This underscore block is executed. This is we will use for invalid case type. This we will use for invalid case type. So here like that we can write. So I will tell you one example for this one and will execute this one. Next, will tell you what happens when you do not follow some rules at here. Here. First one. So what I did at here, withdraw. This ATM application we will see. And that one we have at here. So similarly, ATM provide different services like withdraw, deposit, many statement, account transfer, like that. We have a number of services. But among that, for easiest method, I am giving 2 to 3 options at here. So one is for withdraw and 2 is for deposit and 3 is for account transfer. So these are the 3 services ATM machine is providing. Then among that, what is the choice end user is expecting? Integer choice he is expecting. So I want to test this choice. This choice is belonging to integer type. So I am doing int typecasting where I will write input. Okay, so while I am writing input, I should ask you, I should give proper prompting to end user like select service. Okay, like that I have written. Then I should start off building this one. So here, these labels. Okay, so what type of label we can write? Depending on your choices, that kind of labels you can write. So I will tell you what are the labels this Python can support, that I will tell you. So now I am going to write the integer labels at here. Okay, so labels type. Labels type I am going to write. So first label is I am going to write integer type. Now I am testing whether integer supporting at this place or not. So what I am writing? So first I am writing match followed by choice I have. That choice I am giving it as a input to this one. Followed by I should give the colon. Next I am going to write respect to cases. So while I am writing case, I should give the proper indentation at here. Next one, case I am writing followed by first case is 1. So first case is 1. Next I should go for block. While writing block, again I need indentation at this place. Next I am going to print that. What is that? Withdraw you have selected. Next, this case is completed. Once this case is completed, so I am writing case 2. Again, condition is completed. I need indentation. Next, I will go for print statement. The second option is deposit. So in coming class, I will tell you how deposit is working, how withdraw is working. So you should remember this logic. Next, I am writing the third choice. This is account transfer. Next, if the choice what user has selected, if it is not compare with any other choice, underscore I am writing. Next, I am going to print that. So what is the choice end user has given? I am saying that it is invalid service, or you give proper prompting to the end user. This is the indentation. So now I am going to test this one. So what I am going to test right now, integer type I am testing. So integer, we have to test whether it is working or not. Second one, string I will write. Third one, boolean I will write. Fourth one, complex I will write. And fifth one, what missing? Float we will write. And we will decide which one is working at here, which is not working. I will put tick marks. As of now, we have completed only these basic data types. So I am going to remove this code. So same options I am taking. So choice. So I won't go for this one. One for withdraw, two for deposit, three for account transfer. Next one, choice I am taking. This choice should be the integer type, and input enter your choice from the above. So first I am taking match, followed by choice I am giving. Next, which automatically taken the space is followed by one I have written. Next print, you have selected withdraw. Next second case, you have selected deposit. Next case 3, print, you have selected account transfer. Next case, the last term, this is underscore, print, you have given invalid choice. Right. Next, at last, I am conveying that task as completed, or thank you for visiting ATM service, or some like that. It will. So, for example, if it is SBI ATM, like that, it is conveying to the end user. Now, I am going to run this application. So it has given me the choices where I am going to select a withdraw option. And when I hit enter, you have selected why it has printed deposit. Okay, choice 2 is deposit. So deposit has printed. At last, it is conveying that thank you for visiting SBI ATM. Now, let us check whether it is printing invalid choice or not. So I am giving 10 as an input. You have given invalid choice. It has printed. So I hope it is clear to you. And what did you observe it here? I have given the integer choice. This is the integer case I have given. So what can I say? Integer is the valid label. Now I am going to test a string. I won't write everything. Just I am changing these options to 1, 2, and 3 I am writing. So how can I write it here? So when I am writing strings, you have to give the double quotes. So one choice, and 2 choice and 3 choice I am giving. Okay. Now I am going to test whether it is working or not. So how can I test? I will run. So if I run this program, is it work or not? Is it contain any mistake or no mistake? Can anyone respond? Is it contain any mistake or no mistake? Okay. Yes, mistake. What is that mistake? Can anyone tell? So here I am taking the data in the form of right. I am taking the data in the form of string type, but I am converting to integer. Is it valid way? No. It can take only integer. Yes, 12H3, 4C9. Now I am going to remove this int. Now it will work. So I have evaluated this one according to the requirement. Now we will test whether this string is the valid labels or not. So I will run to know whether it has updated or not. Just I am testing updated code. This is not mandatory, but to know whether it is updated or not. I am running this one. It is asking me the choice. I am giving. When I run, you have selected deposit. So can you tell string is valid label? String is valid label? Yes. Yes. String is valid label. Next one. We have to test Boolean. So if you go for C program or Java program, these many facilities are not available. Next one. What is the next thing I need to test? Boolean I need to test. When it is Boolean, I should write true. I should write false. Okay, these are the two things are there. So I am going to remove this one also. And so there is no option for account transfer. So if it is true, then withdraw will be performed. If it is false, deposit will be performed. So what can I do at here? Integer. I want to convert this one to bool. Now I am going to do this one. So here you have to understand this one carefully. What happens? I have run this one. I am giving. When I run this one, tell me what is the output you are expecting? What is the output we are expecting? It has printed withdraw. Yes, very good. It is working. Next, I am going to run this one. I am giving false as a input. It's very good. Very good. 5BC and 4C9. When I give false as a input, tell me what you are expecting? Deposit. Now see the result. When withdraw is printed. Why withdraw is printed? Can you tell what happens here? I will tell you why it has printed. So I hope you have forgotten that how to convert a string to Boolean. So did you remember? Bool to convert anything to the which is string in bool. If you want to take it as a false, what you have given? Did you remember that? Bool. If you give other than nothing, it will be taking like a false, but everything will be taking like a true. Did you remember that? Bool. I have given even space which accepted like a true. it has accepted false when you do not give anything. Did you remember this? Okay. So I will tell you how to do such things. Mm, so what can I do? I am running. I won't do anything. I won't do anything. Now it has printed deposit. Did you observe? Did you observe? I did not give anything or we give zero. Yes, we can give zero, but what happens? Bool, when you write input, it accept like a string. So is it zero now? Is it zero now? If you give bool integer zero, which accept string zero converting to boolean, how it consider? Which consider like a true only. Is this clear? Right. So that what will you do? You should not give nothing. When you do not give nothing, then only it evaluates like a false. Okay. So how can we resolve such type of problems? We will see in the coming classes. Okay. Is it clear? But our main primary concern is we have to understand whether is it supportable label or unsupportable label. This is supporting. Next one. We will check complex number also. Sir, then how can we give input to bool? I will tell you. I will tell you. First, we have to understand these things. Complex label, we will see. So how can I give complex label? So I want to take the complex input. I will go for complex in n plus uj uh, n plus 1 plus uj I am writing. So here just we will check whether it is running or not. So withdraw is printed. Next, when I give 11 plus 2j, it has printed deposit. So complex label also supporting. What is the next thing we need to check? Float label. So float label is nothing but 1.1. So I am giving 1.1. I am giving 1.2. Now when I am running, what you are expecting? Withdraw you are expecting. So when I run, withdraw is working. And when I give 1.3, will give me that invalid price. Can we use break? No, no breaks are there. No breaks, directly you can write. Okay, invalid choice, it has printed. So in C++, Java, you have used break, but coming to the Python program, it won't accept break in choice, which automatically stops the evaluation. Okay, just to wait for 1 minute. Why we are migrating to match choice, match case instead of if else if ladder. So here, what is the application you built using the if else if ladder? Same kind of application we are building with the match case. But what happens? What is the advantage we get using the match case? What is the problem we are getting with the else if ladder? We will see. So else if ladder is nothing but see how it is evaluating. So where is my mouse pointer? Okay, right. So here we have some set of rooms are there. Room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5. Like that 5 rooms are there. I kept one item at one place. Okay, so here this is the faculty available. And here I am is available, and I am asking you to confirm in which class his surname is Raju. For example, I am asking in which class Raju sir is available. What will you do? You will go to this room first. He is not available. Next, you will go to this room. He is not available. Next, he will go to this room. He is not available. You will go to this room and you confirm Raju is available. You directly convey to me. So this type of evaluation can be done when you go for if, elif, else kind of evaluation. But when it is match case, what happened? I am giving particular room number. Go and test in 4. What will you do? You never check this everything. Directly you will go to this place. Visiting this case directly is best one, or going step by step, this one is best one. Which one evaluates first? Which one evaluates first? Direct. Match case do the first. So as a good programmer, while implementing these multiple cases, will you go for if else or match case? Match case will help you the faster evaluation compare with this one. When the choice what user has taken, if it is first choice only, you can't find any kind of any difference. But when it is multiple choices are there, you definitely go to match case. This one give you better way. Is that clear? This is the advantage you get when you go for match case, when you compare with if else. So today we have completed conditional statements and how to write the else if, and you try to practice this type of applications. And I have given some set of I have given my Git link. There you can find some set of problems. You can practice that one. And next class I will prepare some set of programs, exercise problems. I will drop in the what is that, GitHub. You can practice from that location. That kind of these kind of applications. Right, guys? We'll meet again in tomorrow's class. Bye.